This is the new Athena Cine Prime series from NiSi.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hey everybody, Grant Mailer-Sheldon here from CineD.com. I'm at NAB 2023. We're at the NiSi booth, and I'm joined by Jim from NiSi. We're here to talk about the Athena Primes, and you have one in your hand, Jim. Tell me a little bit about the series.
Okay, the NiSi Prime lenses are a range of lenses. There are 5 lenses in the range: 14, 25, 35, 50, and 85. The lenses are all very highly corrected with very low chromatic aberration. They are all designed to produce a very, very nice soft bokeh because of what's called micro contrast control. And what we're excited about with the lens is that these lenses will be sought after by photographers and videographers that shoot the new smaller format cameras such as the Sony FX3, the Canon R5C, and as you can see off camera here, the Red Komodo 6K. They're small, they're compact, all of the lenses are under 2 pounds. But the most interesting thing about them is that they come in 3 mounts: PL, Sony E, and Canon RF. In each mount, the lenses are identical in weight. The lenses also have exactly the same positioning for focus and for aperture, and the throw of each of the rings are exactly the same.
Wait, Jim, if you don't mind me interrupting you just for a second. So actually, identical weight between primes is very rare and very helpful, obviously, when you're balancing things like gimbals and Steadicams. I've seen, sort of the 0.8 pitch gears being in the same spot, but not weight. That's very impressive.
Weight is very impressive. Also, the throw of the focus and the throw of the T-stop ring are exactly the same across all of the lenses. So if you're working with a gimbal or a rig, and you're working with remote focus motors and aperture motors, you can pull one lens, put another lens in, no rebalancing, no resetting. If you take the lens off at, say, T22 and infinity, the other lens is at T22 and infinity, you can drop the lens in and pick up right from where you left off. Also, all the lenses are designed so that they're absolutely consistent between the lenses. The color characteristics, the sharpness characteristics of the lenses are all the exact same across the lenses.
So I get that it's similar throughout the range. Can you sort of define the look, though, that you're getting out of these? I mean, do these have a more modern, sort of sharp aesthetic? Are you going for a vintage thing? Tell me a little bit about the look.
I'm very glad you asked that. No, we're going for sharpness, and we're going for the lenses taking advantage of all the benefits that the cameras give you. So they can resolve at 150 megapixels, so they're razor sharp. If you do want to do anything in terms of taking them down, in terms of contrast or in terms of, sort of a more cinematic quality to them, we have a range of filters. The PL mount has a rear screw-in filter. The RF and the E mounts have a drop-in filter system. But also, all of our lenses, except the 14, have a 77 millimeter thread on them as well. So you could use a full range of NiSi filters, hopefully only NiSi filters, but you can use any filter. It's standard 77 millimeter thread.
You mean threading into the front? I mean, you could use a matte box, obviously, but I don't want to go past the drop-in filter portion. So is this a standard size for drop-in filters?
Actually, no, the drop-in filters are proprietary, as are the rear mount filters, but we will have a full range of filters in the drop-in size, and including, we plan to have a VND plan. We have a VND. Everything is just in production right now. Just to mention really quickly, the lenses are going to be, they're announced and introduced at NAB. Delivery will be late June, and all the lenses will be available at the same time. There'll be no staggering of the lenses as they roll out.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. And then just out of curiosity, are these primes, are they made by you guys? Is this a licensing thing with other?
I'm very excited to say that they're made completely by us. They are not only made by us, they were conceived by us, designed by us. A factory in our facilities was built to just produce these lenses. And we've been waiting. When I first came to the company in 2019, I heard rumors about these lenses, and it took until they were perfect for them to come to market. They're excellent. They're not going to disappoint.
Well, that's exciting. So you mentioned a few camera systems that are all larger sensors, full frame, depending on how we define that these days. What kind of image circle are you covering throughout this range?
We have a 46 millimeter image circle. I also want to mention, because I haven't had a chance to, that all of the lenses 25, 35, 50, and 85 are all 1.9 maximum aperture, T1.9. And but the 14, we had to go 2.4 to get the image perfect with it.
I mean, look, 2.4 is fast. I think that's fine.
2.4 is very fast. And the 14 is also kind of an unusual lens to bring to market. But when people actually see our sample images that we've done, it's a phenomenal lens, and I think will make it a very popular focal length for videographers and cinematographers.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you haven't tried a 14 millimeter prime, highly recommend. I actually shot for Nickelodeon 3 days ago, and we used a 14 millimeter prime. So people are using them, and it's amazing look. So try out a 14 if you haven't yet.
Yeah, and ours has no pin cushioning, sharp edge to edge, and beautiful contrast, and it matches the other primes. We designed it all as a set. And actually, we are going to be selling the lenses individually, but we're also putting together complete sets in a hard shell case so that they're grab and go.
Well, before we get to, let's see, price, anything else? Well, look, maybe a luminous paint. It's a little hard to tell out here.
Yes, this is luminous paint. Also, the focus ring has meters on one side and feet on the other.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Even the caps are all marked with luminescence, so if you're working in low light, or you're off stage and it's dark there, you can very easily see the lens that you're pulling out of your case.
Very, very cool. So you mentioned late June for availability, right? Let's talk price point. You mentioned a set and then per prime.
Okay, so each prime in the set is exactly the same price, except again the 14 millimeter. They're all going to be $1,098 US, and then the 14 is just $100 more. In the full set, it's $56.99 for the full set, and then includes a hard shell case. And for NAB, I know we're offering some free goods for it, but you know, you always want to subscribe to our newsletter because there's always something going on.
So Jim, thank you so much for showing us around the Athena series from NiSi. Lots to like here. Full frame, covers a large image circle, 46 millimeter, luminous paint, mini mounts available. So thank you so much for spending just a little bit of time here with us at NAB.
Thank you so much, Graham. I really appreciate your time and your interest.
All right, that's it for us here at the NiSi booth at NAB 2023. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We have more coverage coming from CineD.com throughout the week. Thanks for watching.